The first Avatar movie was groundbreaking when it came out. So much so that the box office revenue generated by the film changed how studios view CGI animated films. For years, Avatar was considered untouchable. No other film would dare try to replicate what was done in the Pandora franchise. However, Sony Pictures Animation has taken the challenge head-on with their upcoming animated film, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Not only is this film trying to capture the audience in a world of computer animation like Avatar did, but it's also going to be a test for whether or not a non-sequel animated film can do what Avatar did in 2009, and judging from the official trailer released by Sony Pictures Animation, they just might be up for the task. Join us today as we discuss everything revealed in the official trailer for Avatar: Fire and Ash. But before we get into everything Avatar, if you could show your support, that would be great. And once you've done that, let's jump into the trailer breakdown. We open the trailer with something we haven't seen from Avatar yet: an action sequence. We see Ember and her crew running through what looks like a marketplace with some sort of army behind them, looking like they want to capture our heroes. At the beginning of the trailer, we see the main cast of characters who seem to be on the run. We have Ember, who appears to be a firebender based on the flames surrounding her. Then we have Naga, who seems to be a waterbender based on the trail of water left behind by his staff. We also see someone who appears to be an earthbender with a green glowing mark on his forehead. Finally, we have a fourth character that looks to be a non-bender, possibly related to air somehow, because he has markings around his eyes that remind me of the tattoos the air nomads had. We then get a brief glimpse at a Fire Nation soldier who looks similar to the one we saw earlier. He pulls out some sort of device that shoots a projectile. The projectile hits one of the vendors, causing them to burst into flames. It seems likely that this is what the Fire Nation soldiers are after: the ability to bend the four elements. The fire soldier runs off, and we quickly cut to another shot of Ember and her friends riding in a giant clamshell. This leads us to our first character reveal. We now know that the young girl from the previous scene is named Ember. She is being chased by the Fire Nation for unknown reasons. We get some more shots of Ember and her group speeding away from danger. In one of these shots, we see the earthbender from before. His name is hopefully revealed to be Tenzin. Later in the trailer, we see Tenzin use his bending to cause part of the ground to rise up and smash down on some boulders. This takes us to another amazing visual of the movie, which is the Avatar gang standing on top of a huge lion turtle. The next part of the trailer shows us the crew going through the woods. They come across a river, which the waterbender named Naga uses his powers to cross. Just as they were about to continue their journey, one of the members of the group spots some warriors hiding in the trees. Before anyone can react, a massive explosion occurs, sending all of them flying. Through the trees, we see that it was the non-bender Teo who caused the explosion. The group is surprised and worried by Teo's actions, but he insists that it was necessary. We then see some more of the Fire Nation soldiers who appear to be searching for something. One of the soldiers comes across the same vendor we saw earlier. They examine the remains of the stand, indicating that their search may have led them here. We then get our first look at the villain of the film, Fire Lord Sozum. Sozum is a very important character in Avatar lore, as he is the original Fire Lord before the events of the Nickelodeon series. Sozum is responsible for starting the 100-year war that takes place in Avatar. We see him using his firebending to attack one of the lion turtle's minions. Sozum then turns to the camera and tells everyone to bow down to him as he has conquered the four nations. As the trailer continues, we get more shots of Ember and her friends making their way through different parts of the world. We see that they are still being pursued by the Fire Nation soldiers. Another thing we learn is that Ember has the ability to control her bending to a high degree. In one shot, we see her dodging projectiles by moving the flames that surround her. We also see that she can control the size of her flames, as well as the amount of damage they inflict. This will likely be a major plot point later on in the film. One interesting thing I noticed was the inclusion of a White Lotus symbol on one of the buildings. If you remember from the show, the White Lotus was an organization that was meant to preserve the Avatar's teachings and keep the world balanced. It could mean that there is a White Lotus member in this movie, but I doubt it. More likely is that this is an Easter egg for fans of the show. We get another amazing shot of the Avatar gang riding on top of the lion turtle. We see that they are flying above a large city. It seems like they're headed straight for the Fire Nation. As the music swells, we get more shots of Ember and her friends fighting against the Fire Nation soldiers. We also see more of Sozin, who looks to be a powerful firebender. The climax of the trailer is when Ember finally confronts Sozin. The two exchange blows and we get a fantastic visual of Ember's power. As the trailer reaches its final moments, we hear some dialogue between Ember and Sozin. Sozin tells Ember that she doesn't know what she's doing and need to kneel before him. Ember replies, "I won't let you destroy everything." This seems to indicate that Sozin has plans to destroy the world, and it'll be up to Ember to stop him. Before we get to the final shot, we hear the release date of November 2023. Overall, the trailer looks great, and it gives us a lot to look forward to. There are some things I'm still confused about, like why Ember is being chased by the Fire Nation, and what happened to the previous Fire Lord. I'm sure we'll get answers to these questions later on. One thing I am excited for is seeing the world of Avatar brought to life in a way we've never seen before. Judging from the trailer, the visuals are stunning, and I can't wait to see more. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more trailers broken down, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, take care.